Holy smoke. Whew. Hey everybody. Welcome. Episode 42 of The Nooner. Joe Hart just showed up. Hey, thanks for being here. Appreciate the restreams and the likes. Hope you're well, sir. Appreciate you being here today. Hey everybody, this is episode 42 of The Nooner. I am your host of The Nooner, David Bradley, coming to you live, 12 o'clock noon Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to raise my seat. That's better. That way you all can see my shirt. I'm going to talk about that in just a second here. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate the favors and the restreams. This is The Nooner. Ben DeVolder showed up. All right, now we can start. Ben DeVolder's here on The Nooner. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you hanging out today. This is episode 42 of The Nooner, and I am your host. My name is David Bradley. I'm going to get rolling. Nooner, and I am your host. My name is David Bradley. I'm going to get rolling today. It's Friday. I'm sure some of you are looking forward to the weekend getting started. I've got an interesting topic today. We're talking about how to pick your friends. You know the old saying goes, you can pick your friends, you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. Well, today, we're going to leave nose picking out of it entirely and just talk about how to pick your friends. All right, so who am I? Who's this guy hanging out with you this afternoon? So it's 12 o'clock noon. I'm your host. My name's David Bradley. The purpose of The Nooner is to bring you a noontime nugget about either sales, business, and or life. Okay, it's 12 o'clock noon on the West Coast. That means it's 3 o'clock on the East Coast. Day is starting to wrap up. The day is now on the end slope. Okay, you've had some coffee. It's probably worn off. You've had lunch. You've had food, fuel for your body. I'm going to give you some fuel for your mind to carry you through into the rest of the day. I'm doing this every Monday through Friday, every weekday, 12 o'clock noon Pacific Standard Time. So tune in to get a midday motivation, noontime nugget, if you will. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about how to pick your friends. Now, a couple other things about me. I'm a sales and marketing manager with Grant Cardone and Cardone Training Technologies. What we do is we go into companies and we help companies. Hey, Laura, thanks for being here. What we do is we go into companies and we help companies increase production, usually to the tune of 15 to 30%, simply by helping them find and then handle missed opportunity. 75% of what we do in our company is 100% free. So if I can help you in any way, shape, or form expand and grow your business, feel free to reach out to me. My name is David Bradley. You can email me, david@grantcardone.com, or shoot me a call, 310-777-0352. I'm also the author of a book called How to Stop Smoking Without Killing Anyone. I smoked cigarettes for 15 years, could not quit no matter how hard I tried. That was one of the bigger problems, is I kept trying to quit. As you all know, in the good words of Yoda, there is no try, only do. So I talk about that, how I finally figured out how to get my mind right so I could kick the habit. That book is all about you breaking a bad habit, whatever that habit may be. We just happen to use smoking as the metaphor. The other thing about me is I'm the founder of a hashtag called Richmans Gym. This is about home-based strength and conditioning for body, mind, and spirit. You don't have to go to the gym to get in the best shape of your life, and you certainly want to make sure that when you're exercising, it's not just to look good naked, but it's to develop your body, mind, and your spirit. So, two things before I get started into how to pick your friends. Yesterday, something ugly happened. And in the words of our illustrious president, something ugly happened again. And something ugly has been happening. So, I'm not going to talk about it at all. Much. What I am going to do, is what I'm going to suggest, is that today, because something ugly happened yesterday, today what I'd like you to do is go out of your way to do something beautiful. No, we're not going to sit in a circle and hold hands and play guitar and sing Kumbaya and hug some trees. That's not what we're talking about. Today, I want you to do something beautiful. And here's the deal. Yesterday, we happened to be made fully aware, courtesy of the news media, that something ugly happened yesterday. Okay? But here's the deal. If it isn't in Oregon, something ugly is happening somewhere on the planet every day. So why would we want to just do something beautiful today? I want to challenge you and invite you and encourage you to do something beautiful every day. Okay? Now, for the skeptics out there that are thinking, okay, so what? We do something beautiful. What is that? Okay? Like that's going to make a difference. We need to reform. We need to change. We need to... Number one, you got to start somewhere. Okay? And then number two, if you don't believe this, go pick up a book called Power versus Force by a guy named Dr. David Hawkins. Okay? The more positive energy, the more beautiful energy you put out in the universe, you are counteracting the negative crap. I promise you that. Okay? So if you feel helpless by the events of yesterday, if you feel like, man, how do we stop this? Okay? Here's how you start. Hey, Lydia, thanks for being here. How do you start? How do you start handling the ugliness that happened yesterday? How do you start taking care of that? Number one, you, regardless of where you are, do something beautiful every single day. And you put beauty out into the universe to counteract the ugly. Okay? So that's number one. Number two is, hey, I got this really kick-ass t-shirt on. Right? See what it says here? Dream, create, repeat. Speaking of beautiful things, okay? This is an important message that I want to share with people. Okay, but I didn't make the shirt. I'm going to tell you who did in a minute. And where I got one, and if you like it, how you can get one too. But, are you dreaming? This is another great way to do something beautiful every day, is to dream. And dream big. Are you dreaming right now, or have you settled for something? And how are you creating your dreams? What are you doing every single day to create your dreams? So you want to dream it, you want to create it, and we got to repeat this stuff every single day. We need to keep dreaming, we need to keep creating, and we just got to continue that cycle. So you want to talk about doing something beautiful every day? Dream. Dream every day. And then do something to create your dream and to make it real. Okay? So which one of you, I mean, if you're going to work, you're going to work either way, right? You want to go to work to work? You want to go punch a clock? Or do you want to go create your dream? You want to fulfill a dream, okay? I go to work to fulfill dreams, right? What's better? What sounds better? What's funner, right? Regardless of what you do. Okay? So if you want a shirt like this, dream, create, repeat, you want a shirt like this, check out a website called Studio K Apparel. Two buddies of mine, Kelly and Karen, started this website and this clothing company, and they literally are doing it simply to do one thing, and that is to inspire you to dream, create, repeat. We get this message out, and we help other people to dream and to create and repeat. That cycle can solve a lot of problems. So look, Christmas is coming up, right? How cool would it be for everybody to get this in their stocking? Right? Great gift. Okay, so those are my two things. Now, how to pick your friends. How many friends do you have? How did you pick them? How did you get there? So I'm going to backtrack 2 days. 2 days ago, I talked about Earl the Goat Manigault. Okay, probably the greatest basketball player who never played in the NBA. Okay, and a lot of people, he did not reach the level of success as Michael Jordan did. Why? Okay. Yesterday, I talked about Michael Jordan and some of the mindsets that he had to reach his level of success. Vern Bradley says, whatever you give energy to persists. Exactly. Right? That's what I'm talking about. So give energy to this. Give energy to doing something beautiful every day. Put it out there. Okay? And that will persist. So, remember that movie A Bronx Tale? Who's seen that? Right? Favorite movie of mine. So De Niro tells his son, the saddest thing in life is wasted talent. I can't do that De Niro impression. I can do the, you talking to me? I can do that, but the one from Bronx Tale, I can't do it. So, but what he says though is the saddest thing in life is wasted talent. Okay, so and I think the GOAT gives us a real insight into that. Okay, and then Michael Jordan is the flip side to that. So I don't believe that success has anything to do with where you're born or the class you find yourself in at the beginning stages of life. I think somewhere along the line, the GOAT, Mr. Manigault, got some very, very serious false data. He was fed false information about him, his capability, what he was able to do, and most likely that false data came from somebody who cared. Someone who told him that, hey, I'm just looking out for you, man. Right? Anybody ever tell you that? What usually follows? So how many times have we heard, you are a product of the people you surround yourself with? Now, in our company, we go a little bit further and say you're not just a product of the people you surround yourself with, but you're a product of what you surround yourself with. So, hey, are you listening to the news every day? All the time? Are you getting a constant feed of negativity? That's going to have an impact on who you are. Okay? But also, let's just really focus on who you pick to be in your inner circle. Who you pick to be your friend. And how do you know if they are a friend? And should you keep them around if at some point you figured out, maybe this guy isn't right for me? Or this gal, right? So who do you know that is always delivering bad news? Right? We've all got that one person in our lives, right? That they're always dropping like the horrible shit that's happened on the news, that they're always talking about that and how the planet's going to hell. And, you know, who do you know? You know somebody, you're thinking of somebody right now, right? Who do you know who is in a constant state of blaming people? That they've got a reason or an excuse as to why their life is not where it should be. And it's always somebody else's fault. Who do you know who's like that? Who do you know who's proud of the bad stuff they do? Right? You ever get on, like you're watching Jerry Springer or something, and that person's like, man, yeah, I did that, so what? I don't care. I don't give a beep. You ever seen that? You got anybody like that in your life? I don't. Not anymore. These are not good people to be around. Okay? These people are dangerous. Literally. Threats to your survival. I want you to start considering those kind of people as threats to your survival. Okay? So I'm going to give you a warning, which is what I gave to a friend of mine. And I messaged it out of inspiration, or it just came to me, right? But I'm like, wow, that was good. I got to keep that. So here's the warning. Anyone who imposes limits on you under the guise of love or caring is not a real friend or a lover, but instead is an oppressor trying to protect what they believe to be property. Okay, so I'm going to say it again a little faster, but anyone who imposes limits on you under the guise of love or caring is not a real friend or lover, but instead is an oppressor trying to protect what they believe to be property. That's a Dave Bradley original, and I mean it. This goes for men and it goes for women. Who is in your life like that? If they're in there, it's time to have a serious conversation with yourself about getting them out. Your inner circle needs to be people who cheer for you. Your inner circle needs to be people who push you, who challenge you, who call you out, who aren't afraid to tell you, Phineas Cipher, Dre Music. I went right to Dre Music. Phineas Cipher. I don't know who Phineas Cipher is, and I maybe I should. Hey, thank you for the like, Austin. So again, your inner circle, these are people who cheer for you, who push you, who aren't afraid to call you out, who inspire you, who literally make you better. Their presence elevates you. Okay? And you want to do that for your friends. Your presence should elevate people. The people you surround yourself with should be successful. They should maybe even be more successful than you. And if we fine-tune this down, if you want one trait to look for in a person to know if this is the right person to give energy to take energy from, to be around, because we're all giving and taking energy, right? So the one thing, the foundation, is you want to take a real serious look at how this person helps other people. You want to look at how they do it, what their willingness to do it is. Because look, anyone who gives and offers help for the sake of help, that's a friend. Anybody that's got a condition behind it, some quid pro quo thing, even if it's not outwardly communicated, you know that guy, right? They'll do something for you, but you know they're going to call back and collect, right? That's not a real friend. Okay, you ever like how does that saying go? It's like you know who your real friends are when you have to move, right? Hey man, can you help me out? Is this thing on? Hello, right? Or when you need a ride to the airport, right? It's one of those two things. But I'm going to take it a step further. You'll know who your real friends are when the guy that you asked to help you move, not only does he come help you move, but he brings the beer and the pizza. He expects nothing from you. That's a friend. And that's a real friend. Right? No expectation of reciprocation needed. Okay? That is the real friend. It is real friends, they want to help, and they look to help because the help is the reward. The reward comes from the act of helping. Help is a verb, something that you do. Why you do it? Because it's the right thing and you know it. Okay? That is a real friend. If somebody wants something from you, or they're going to be manipulative about it, or it's going to get a little weird, not a friend. Okay? So look, what does this mean, though? Where are we going? There are two kinds of people in this world and on this planet. Okay? There are people who want you to thrive and succeed. These are people that have an abundance mentality. Your success has nothing to do with their success, nor does your failure have anything to do with their success. And when you do fail, they want to help you up, not keep you down. Not tell you why you failed, but how you can get better. Okay? The other people are the people that view your success, your victories, your wins, as a threat to their survival. These are the dangerous people. These are the people that don't recognize that if you run out of pie, you just go make more. They think there's only one pie. And they need to get as much of it as they can. Okay? Not a good person. Those people are scared. And they're afraid of you. And since we're quoting Yoda, what does Yoda say about fear? Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Right? And these people that are using the dark side of the force, right? They want you to fail. And sometimes they're really good at looking like your friend. If Robert Wiseman, if you're on this thing right now, I'm sure you just thought about Karate Kid 3, right? That teacher that tried to come help Daniel, but really he was just trying to sabotage him. I can't believe I just talked about Karate Kid 3 on the Nooner. All right? So, judge people, decide to bring people into your world. Hey, you're welcome, Dre Ree Music, for the advice. That's what I'm doing here. Every single Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon Pacific Standard Time, I'm rolling in here and I'm dropping noontime nuggets about sales, business, and or life. So I'm wrapping this up. So remember this. Decide on who to bring into your inner circle based on their willingness to help without reciprocation, their want for your success, truly, okay? Tomorrow, I live in Morro Bay, California. It's the Morro Bay Harbor Festival. They're going to be blowing off fireworks over at Morro Rocks, so I will stream that. Don't really know what time that's going to be happening, so if you're following me and you want to tune into some fireworks on Meerkat tomorrow, make sure to follow me so you see the announcement when I go live. Topic suggestions. I'm open to them and would love to get them. So a couple things. What did you hear today that you liked? What stuck out for you? What are you bringing into your world from this? How did this help you? And then tweet that out to me. My Twitter handle, @DavidRBradley. How can I help you moving forward? Is there a topic you would love to hear me talk about on the Nooner? Send me a tweet about that, @DavidRBradley. I'm over on the Twitter. Monday. I'm totally open to suggestions from you all. What would you like to hear from? Send me a tweet. So remember this thing. Do something beautiful every single day. Check out my guy, Kelly Lee and Karen Wang over at Studio K Apparel. Guys and gal, actually. Sorry about that, Karen. Choose your friends wisely and do not be afraid to distance yourself from the assholes of this world. Fireworks tomorrow night. I'm David Bradley. I'm your host. This has been the Nooner. Have a killer weekend. I'll see you on Monday, 12 o'clock noon Pacific time.